I'm just saying, I'm a real Texan. I can't say that shit.
You can say yeehaw.
Agri.
I'm
not gonna play with you. I'm exhausted, y'all. I'm exhausted. Here.
They blew out the speaker on this TV upstairs, yeah. I got a on that speaker. It's not playing. That I gotta get that tennis ball and do it tonight, and then on that heating pad, take me a nice hot shower, then cool off with that cold water. That's what I'm saying. Cool, like shock my body, get out, roll on that tennis ball. So it could get the nuts out my back, be on that heating pad, then I'm gonna wake you up at 3:30 in the morning.
No, you're not. You know what? Yeah. And I'm sitting here like, what are you saying? I'm live, right? I'm like, the fuck?
No, I knew you was live. That's why I was used to doing that. Like, yeah, nigga. So you want me to press the hot mic button on me while all right, I got you. Let me run it for you.
Hey y'all. What up? It's your girl, and it's from Fancy Farmer Nancy.
And company.
And we are in this thing, y'all. So we about to brainstorm. We about to do a brainstorm. It's not gonna be heavy on me. You know what I'm saying? I've been throwing so many things up there at the board. Shit, what Shay said. My board is like that circle thing.
The spider web.
But y'all, so if you be watching, I talk a lot sometimes about like how to raise $1 million. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of y'all be on here be like, oh, people be begging. But we literally sit in our communities and watch, quote unquote, leaders raise millions and millions and millions of dollars, right? While we as small startups, small businesses, they typically struggle. Shit, it's a struggle life. And I personally, just being from the community, I rocks with the mom and pop shop. You know what I'm saying? I like to get the plate from the lady that's selling it out her house. No, you can't be cutting no cake.
No, it's already cut.
Get a piece.
I came to see my cousin instead of going over there.
Huh. But yeah, I like to mom and pop shop. You know what I'm saying? I like to hit up the candy lady. I've been the candy lady. Now I'm the veggie lady. What park? Rosewood Park. It is so hot.
I don't want to go either.
What?
I stopped here.
I don't know. Go get one in there.
You don't top the microwave.
Here.
Man, that's my favorite cake. I can't eat it.
What?
What's that?
What, this? You know what I be on?
Should have said how you line. Any hooter.
Yeah, no, it was how to finish it. Because Boss Braden want a mohawk, and he on my trail about it.
Did you tell Brandon he can have one of those cakes?
You get one too, bro. Go ahead.
What did it
Go ahead.
Boy, they like, look at him.
Somebody ate mine.
Look at him. Go cut another one.
Cut it. Don't cut too big.
And don't come back. We do close the door. It say parents live. We sticking them. Let me reset the room. So we here. What we talking about?
You on live right now?
Yeah, what we talking about again? Oh, we talking about brainstorming $1 million land purchase.
We are talking about brainstorming on how to save the farm. There is no money that can be placed on the price of land from a black farmer.
Write that on the board.
Okay? Is what I'm saying. You cannot pay. It's priceless being the only black farmer in Austin, Texas, and surrounding cities.
We definitely gonna put that on the board.
Just
Well,
saying. So how can we, what can we do, should do, who do we talk to, can talk to, email.
She say she's sick of my shit.
Point us in the right direction, please. Can you Skype? Can you send a message? A courier? A dove?
Okay, well, okay, so
Stork?
let's okay.
No storks.
We gotta start. That nigga say no
Justice,
storks,
baby.
No storks.
Come on.
No storks.
Okay, so from the top. So here's the situation, right? We outside.
Kids up there playing on purpose.
That's the situation. What's the
So our land lease is coming upon us, right? And we have the first option to buy. We need
to
keep. We need to keep the farm. Fuck that.
We need to keep the farm. We are trying to keep the farm.
So I'm
we
like,
have been here 5 years, slaving on the grounds of the farm to produce herbs, veggies,
nah, for real.
and fruits.
Well, I'm like, in my mind, okay, I'm like, cool. We can just find investors, right? So we just look for commercial land investors who want to invest in commercial land. It's already a farm in operation on it, right? There's already a farm tenant here. So that is what I think. Fuck that. That's what we did. Look, see, let me show y'all. We wrote it. We definitely wrote it out. No, because this is real shit. Because the goal is to keep the farm by any means necessary. This is it's a food war. This is the food war for black food. So we gotta show up for the war.
Because what you're eating, where does it come from?
Nah, for real.
I'm just saying.
This
Every
is a fact.
time you put something in your mouth, somebody has to grow that or maintain that. Can I
Pause.
continue to be a part of that food cycle? I'm really a commodity out here. I'm really a huge value out here. This piece of land is sacred. That's why the lady, and we're not even going to use the race card because it has something to play with it as well. The YT lady is trying to sell the land that I have been living on and producing quality nutrients for the world. No pollution, quality nutrients, because every time you eat, somebody has farmed and or maintained, produced it. It's hard work. It's really not as simple as you think.
She done went off.
It is hard
She
work.
done went off. She sick of this
She got
shit.
a cow out here eating up half the crops.
I eating up half. She ate all them hoes. All my spring crop is gone. So, but
It is hard work.
so
and
it's more okay. So my property owner. It's the safety. It's the public safety, right? Shout out to the Texas State Troopers for rolling through and cleaning up these streets out here. But it's as the property owner, she's not invested, right? She is not like she's getting anything from my farming business here. You know what I'm saying? So she supports it, but it doesn't bring her any income. She's getting income from
renting.
her rental income.
Okay, so she doesn't want it anymore.
Right.
What we're trying to do.
I have in my lease the first option to buy it.
Yes.
Before she puts it on the market.
Help me keep it. Help us save the farm.
So
the land.
September
is the deadline.
That's the first. So we're presenting our first round of. This is our legitimate, full-on plan that is viable. This is the projected plan that is gonna work and keep us here. That will seal us in. Because if we don't in September, then it is
up for grabs.
Right, well I have to sign something saying that I'm not able to purchase it, and so it'll go on the market. Right?
And there will be no more farm.
So this is the 90-day grind.
Yes.
And this is what the hustle look like.
And the value. I'm only trying to help show the value of the land, because if I
this is this the conscious part, that non-in-depthness.
If I lose the land, there is nowhere for me to possibly even try to plow a flower in the surrounding cities. I'm going to have to pick up and move.
I moved to Peoria.
Do you hear me? 14 hours away, where it's accepted.
Peoria, Illinois.
Okay, so
okay, we talking about Palm Austin real estate. Right.
We're already here. We're already here.
But the thing is, so. And even in taking into account the public safety, because that's an issue for her. And it's the market, right? We see that the market in Austin is, turning. So she wants to get up off it, which is, understandable. But we running the business over here, right? So, we got to get it how it is.
And we're going to continue to farm and produce nutrients into the world. Anything that you need, it starts by the ground. Either way you see it. And we have after school programs set up for the kids, learning them techniques. So educational purposes is
hard facts though. Hard facts. We
got
a
everything.
Whole youth fitness and wellness program.
The mothers come every Friday.
The maternal mental health initiative, they come.
Working 512 headquarters part time.
Yep. So what's the buy? So as a buyer, what's this for me? It's an event space.
Yes.
Off top. And what's the events that's held here? Community agriculture, the growing of food that supports a local food system.
Yes.
Right?
Food bank donations.
We are the food bank.
Open.
Literally.
To the world. Educational purposes.
Yep. On a daily. Okay, so we
nutritional value. Right. Health is wealth awareness.
Health is wealth awareness. Health is wealth awareness.
Even down to the loofahs.
Man, the loofahs. So that's our value added. Okay, so what's next? So in keeping it a farm, or you just want to purchase land in Austin, Texas, in a gentrifying community. And let's fucking look. Should we look?
Let's look.
All right. Well, the first problem we had was, what the fuck is an agri-hood? I'm sorry, I didn't even curse. But what is the because she was like, agri-hood. What's that?
What is that? How they define the farm?
Well, it's a part. Okay. It's an agenda by the YT people to profit from urban agriculture. It's just a word that they use to profit off of that.
Exactly.
Let me see. because we can definitely look at it. Let's see. I'm sick of him every time. Okay. Y'all see this? Okay. Agri-hood. Look at this. The country's first tiny home agri-hood opens in Austin.
Agri-hood.
Yes. What's that? Country's first tiny home agri-hood opens in Austin. Village farm residents can help work on the community shared farm, buy local organic produce for a reduced price, and participate in organized activities. Let me see.
Say hello to the very first agri-hood.
Hold on, y'all. Let me make sure this is sharing right. They've been out here doing the most. We want to participate. We want why do we want this so bad? Because we want economic justice. We want equitable opportunities in local food systems.
Yes.
That's why.
Hashtag keep the farm.
Hashtag the agri-hood saga continues.
Donate and or sponsor.
We don't want them to donate and or sponsor. Okay, so it's a residential neighborhood built around Green Gate Farms, a certified organic community farm founded in 2006. So one of the things everybody has to know about the city of Austin when it comes to agriculture is that black farmers built the city of Austin. The city said so. I always bring my receipts. But wildly, just like with any black Wall Street in America, there are no black farms and there are no black farmers in capital cities, in communities, in the cities. You know what I'm saying? Everybody think about a farm and they think about it being outside of the city. But we inside the city. So local. So I discovered in the Imagine Austin, the new Imagine Austin plan, that they had funding, millions of dollars in funding for farmers. But there was no farmers that looked like me. I was tripping out. Like when I started on my little farm journey, I was like, dang, you know what I'm saying, this cool. I really wasn't paying attention to it until I really started going to like my farm school, you know what I'm saying, when I'm there and it's just like the whole class was white tea. Yeah, and then I'm out there like, man, I'm fucking slaving. I look up, it's 5 acres.
Jokes, and I was mad for real after graduation.
It's like 5 acres.
I said, no way.
Oh no.
I will not sit by you right here.
It's like 5 acres of fields and 150 feet long, and I'm out there like, man, we picking carrots.
It felt like get out. Facts. It felt like
so I would like go. I had to go take a coffee break for my ancestors. I was rebelling.
Yeah, y'all get out there and pick that shit.
I was rebelling.
My people earned me breaks.
No, seriously.
No, for real. So I was rebelling, but I'm like, dang, you know what I'm saying? Having my farm right there in the city, when I got the opportunity, it was like, man, it's gonna be when this property, when they was like, it's in 2-3, I was like, where in 2-3? And when they said where, I was like, oh, y'all tripping. And when it was like manifesting, it is like when I kept saying, we gonna put a farm in the hood, like where we grew up, where we from, where we come from, to give back. You know what I'm saying? To help clean it up, fix it up. They gentrifying it. How are you not a part of the economic wealth that comes from gentrification as a
Right.
black person. Like, as a black business owner, especially, like, no, you're supposed to be able to reap those benefits of new customers, a new market. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be able to take part in that. And that's just what the fuck it is. And per the city of Austin, I haven't been able to partake as a farmer in that in the last 200 years.
Now. So please help me do it now. Goddamn it.
Nah, for real, cause okay, they got their little tiny home village, and this is the agri hood, and it's actually down the street from my grandma's rec center, by the Turner Roberts rec center. So we got things going on.
Can everyone on here donate $1? If you're watching this, $1 and share the live
We gonna be here. We brainstorming.
on how can we save the farm. What can we do? Who can we talk to? We have the proposal. Huh?
Yeah, we built out the proposal. Because we always writing proposals. We so sick of writing proposals. We propose. But that's good because we're able to tap into that funding, all of that disadvantaged funding, all that food funding, the COVID food funding, all of this organizational funding that went to these organizations that was nickel and diamond. Like, oh, and see, this is how they do, right? Okay, so the government will put out like $3 million, right? And they'll give organization Food War No More the $3 million, right? But everybody at the Food War No More, they just paperwork pushers. None of them have experience in food procurement, fucking food systems, food plans, none of that.
Yeah.
So they outsource the $3 million. But typically when they outsource the $3 million, it goes to their friends, people that they know that might do a certain thing in the area of food, feeding people, unhoused work, shit like that. Right? But the real workers, real people who do real community work and have real initiatives that they pay for out their pockets and off, community local donations, they pass those over.
Like us.
It's like a club.
Right.
You gotta pay to play. You gotta pay with your silence.
Yeah, they have bro brunches.
They have. I didn't say they have bro brunches.
I don't even accept them invites.
Me.
Don't invite me to that.
Right. So now that we've experienced all these things that we can experience, hold on, let's see. What is this?
Say, hold on, let me see. What is this? It sound like
I
an
need
old
to see
Texas
something.
game.
No, he didn't.
Oh yes, he did, girl. I was right there.
I need this in BB. Oh, look at that. It's big.
Good enough. This
It's too big. Let me see. I'm never gonna let it go. Cause we've been doing this for a while. since 2017 since
time is coming
2017.
down to 3 months.
We're exhausted. So, but during Winter Storm Uri, when they was pushing the Black Embassy and they was trying to get the $500 million for the Black Embassy with the Black Leaders Collective and the fucking Black Austin Coalition. Remember, they pushed out this city resolution that the city council desired to create a sustainable economic model for the benefit of black Austinites to address systemic issues in the city's policy decisions. Whereas since its inception, Austin, Texas has depended on the agriculture of black slaves and bonded servants, and in nearly 200 years of progress, Austin has yet to address or fully commit to allowing black residents equal opportunities to enjoy this advancement. Are they talking about the advancement of agriculture? Are they telling me that they have not fully addressed black residents being able to have equal opportunities and advancement in agriculture? Growing food.
Right.
That's what this say. Okay. Whereas during the early years of the 20th century, freed slaves occupied settlements in various parts of the city. This finna be Juneteenth.
Today, okay?
This finna be Juneteenth.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. Whereas during the early years of the 20th century, freed slaves occupied settlements in various parts of the city, and these communities were located across the city, including places like Clarksville, Masonville. Y'all know I'll be reading this to y'all. Y'all seen me talk to y'all about the 1928 master plan that separated Austinites with race as a sole factor, acting as a legalized form of segregation, creating a Negro district. Look at all this shit. Oh, here you go, right. In 1938, the city seized the land of Emancipation Park, Austin's original black-owned Juneteenth parade ground, through eminent domain to build Rosewood Courts. What they just do to Rosewood Courts?
Tear them down.
What? Oh,
Rosewood is no longer.
they tore down Rosewood Courts. Not the first African American housing project in the United States. Did y'all know that? Did y'all
I
know?
know that was the first one.
The very first.
It says
Yes.
it right here in this city of Austin, Texas resolution.
The very first
That's what it says.
project in the United States, they tore down.
It says that in 1938, the city seized the land of Emancipation Park, Austin's original black-owned Juneteenth parade ground, through eminent domain to build Rosewood Courts, the first African-American housing project in the United States. Whereas the United States Congress passed the Housing Act of 1949, with one of the main elements being to provide federal financing for slum clearance programs associated with urban renewal projects in American cities. And in 1954, the City Council created the Greater East Austin Development Committee to study the needs of East Austin community and the housing conditions of the area. They just been fucking repeating. Whereas they created the Urban Renewal Agency to carry out urban renewal projects. They did all of this shit, but nobody said, just let them niggas put a farm on it.
Somebody say niggers though. They didn't say let them.
Right.
Like, just give them back their farms. Y'all just give them the farms back.
Not even going.
They'll give you the mule.
Not here in the city of Austin. It says, let me see. By way of urban renewal projects, minority-owned properties were seized through eminent domain, and residents were subjected to forced relocation, congregated segregation, followed by concentrated gentrification, resulted in mass displacement of black Austinites from their historic communities in Austin, they farms. Black residents have experienced the state-sanctioned racism in the form of Jim Crow law. This is called the Austin, Texas reparations experience. They was trying to play on us in broad daylight, in my face. And they got caught slipping because they ain't think for 1 second it was no black farmers in this fucking city.
Right.
Not one that cared enough to say, pay me. Where's my money?
Mm-hmm.
What I gotta do? I've been outside. I gotta keep taking 200 more years of y'all oppression or not.
And it's Juneteenth. Remember that?
And it's Juneteenth. Oh, it's Juneteenth. This is just a study. Okay, so they already did a racism study in 2017. Now they want to do another study. All the studies. Okay. Okay, here we go. So based on the results of their NERA report and based on the factual predicate which has been established after careful study and review, the city continues to have a compelling governmental interest in remedying the racial and gender discrimination that exists in the market segments in which the city does business. Oh my God. And in ensuring that the city is not an active or passive participant in such discrimination. Oh my God. We going all the way. Because what was y'all resolution to all of this? Whereas in. Oh, it says, be it resolved by the city council in the city of Austin, that the city of Austin formally apologizes for its participation in the enslavement of black people, for its active involvement in segregation and systemic discrimination, for exuberating racial divides through both active and intentional means and passive inadvertent means, and for carrying out multiple urban renewal programs that hindered and often decimated the progress made by black communities. Urban renewal programs, urban farms, urban agriculture, city food, us being able to grow our food in for-profit manners, not no community gardens. These people here in the city of Austin just told me 2 years ago that they sorry for my nutrition oppression. Telling me and hindering me from growing my own food and being able to make money from doing. They put programs in place to stop me.
Right.
I can't. What can I do? I can't ask for money because then people say you're begging. Shout out to my supporters. Shout out to all my supporters who continue to hold us down and support. Shout out to everybody that continues to donate. Nah, for real. Is this a real thing?
And now we need everybody to donate $1.
We having real conversations for Juneteenth. Ain't that what we need to be doing out here? These is real conversations. Keep eating my cake, man.
I'm telling you, baby, y'all hilarious.
The city hereby confirms its commitment to correcting the city's systemically racist practices. Oh my goodness. So instead of creating community agriculture centered around black farms, the city of Austin decided to ban with oh man, the Negroes that be to create a centralized black resource and cultural center, a fucking black embassy. Sorry y'all, excuse my language. This, for the last 5-6 years, this has really baffled me as a black farmer, food producer, and grower. The fact that in Austin, Texas, not only have they openly stated that they've been oppressing my advancement in economic equity in agriculture. Oh my God. But it still happens. It happens to them. They want to build a black embassy. I can't. Where is the number to the black embassy? Who can I call? Who can I call to add to fill out some information? Can they help me?
Right.
Ain't no number to the black embassy.
Where
This
did
was
they
2
go?
years ago.
Where did they go?
They turned into the black fund and got all that money, and now they have shelters in need of beds for the unhoused people still.
That's the Urban League.
Girl, shut up. That girl said that's the Urban League.
Tell your
We
brother
outside.
chill out,
We
kid.
doing, you know what I'm saying?
Sir.
Thank you.
Coach,
I
blah,
was gonna have something.
blah, 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 blah. The city manager, they just fired him. He got fired.
Why is on his day off? You know,
Yep.
it's the summertime.
It says the city manager includes stakeholders for the planning process for creation of the center, naming of the center, Dobbin Cow Farm.
Right. Right.
A hard fact right there. What you mean? So you had to go to city council in order to vote for that petition, right? You had to go to city council to say yay or nay. I definitely went and said no. I wanted to be on the record as the only black farmer in the city of Austin that obviously cared enough to notice that they were in my face telling me that they had oppressed my opportunities at advancement for 200 years.
Right.
Only to want to tell me they want to give money to a bunch of people that we obviously see haven't been feeding the community or doing no justice. In my face. I said nah. Nope. Not gonna happen.
Help us save the farm.
For real. Because we've been screaming it for a long time. Ain't no stopping us. Even back in the day when we needed help paying the water bills. We're
Man.
out here in these streets.
Cut my kid.
Tiffany Washington.
Hello, good morning. My name is Tiffany Washington. I'm I'm an Austin resident and I'm an Austin born. I was born here in Austin, Texas. And I am also the only black farmer in Austin, Texas, Travis County. I'm against item number 67 because it does not have a budget to pay us now, right now. The city of Austin completely destroyed agriculture within our community. And this resolution does not talk about being added to the city charter so that it can be, so that the laws and policies can be changed. It's just more fluff, more money going to situations and resources that are underutilized. We have cultural centers. We have the Six Square. We have the Carver Museum. We have the African American Heritage Resource Center. There are so many resources here for us already. We need to be paid, and I'm asking that the city of Austin pays black farmers to come back to this community so that we can rebuild it the same way we built it from the beginning. That's all I have to say.
Now, the city of Austin, not me. I wasn't running around being like, I'm black farmer and I should be paid. I should get paid. No, the city of Austin said that black farmers built the city. They hadn't had the opportunity to enjoy the advancement of agriculture in 200 years. And that, you know, they were sorry for that. And to fix it, they wanted to create a black resource. They wanted to call it the Black Embassy. I'm like, hold up, pause, no, wait.
Right.
None of those people that are claiming to run the Black Embassy have experience doing such a thing. What are they going to do with all that money? What they do with that $400 they pushed out during Winter Storm Uri?
They would.
The $400,000 they pushed
they
out
went
during
to-
Winter Storm Uri.
They went to St. Thomas.
I'm sick of it here. I'm sick of it here. We talk about Juneteenth. We want freedom. We want freedom to ring for Farmer Nancy. What? I love you too, baby. Go give me something to drink. I'm sick of her. She said they don't be big. Wait, why you give me this for?
You don't need to do it though. I was just saying, because we done.
Oh, thank you.
I ain't getting none of that. You know that? I brought that for me and you.
I barely did either. Here. Gotta have a reason. See, I have a reason. See, Juneteenth should be about the ask. It should be all about the ask. Because it's not about freeing. It's about returning.
That's what I did. I would have helped you out, but
Like-
you know I tell you the same thing.
And it's all about returning something. You know what I'm saying? How do you how now I didn't own you all your life. You and your kids. And one day I just say, you free, get out of here. Where are you gonna go?
Right.
In the back meadow into the hood. That's what Elijah Pease did. He just built up a little lot across the street from his plantation where all his slaves went to go live
After
at.
that,
Mm.
can you cut the watermelon?
Well,
I told y'all I ain't cutting
all I know
But
is
wait, that's domestic violence, and you just got to put out the house. Off the land that you done cultivated for years.
Exactly. And then for you to even try to find somewhere else to like move and live and cultivate and farm and inspire, it's gonna be hard.
It was hard for them.
Especially here in Austin.
The black farmers did not withstand the test of time. But we know that that's because of systemic racism.
Okay. Help save the farm.
It still carries on here to this day.
Of course. That's for sure.
100% for sure. I experienced it. Yeah, I have to send letters. I have to send emails and emails and emails and emails. Matter of fact,
Rip my ass.
we talking about Juneteenth. Hold on.
Not right now, Reagan. I told y'all that.
Let's watch a film, y'all. Let's do fair use, fair use. Let's do a video reaction to this video called The Negro Farmer. 1938. What happened here in 1938? What the city of Austin said they did here in 1938?
The Juneteenth.
When they took Emancipation Park due to eminent domain.
I think that was in 1938.
Girl, stop. Eminent domain and turned it into the Rosewood housing projects, the ones that they just tore down this year.
Oh yeah, that's what they did in 1938.
That's crazy. Okay, this is called The Negro Farmer. 1938. Let's react to the video.
There are about 9 million Negroes in our southern states, and the majority of them live on farms. While many of these farmers have achieved independence and perhaps prosperity, all too many barely make a living. In common with all other southern farmers, they have suffered from a train of evils that have their roots in poor farming, particularly one-crop farming. For over 30 years, agricultural extension workers have labored to eradicate these evils. The demonstration work, founded long ago by the late Dr. Seaman A. Knapp, has grown into a nationwide extension service. This map shows the status of this work among Negroes in 1937. There are over 225 agricultural agents and about 175 home demonstration agents now working for better farming and better living among Southern Negroes. Aunt Sally Smith, born in Africa.
Hey CC, hey y'all. I'm sorry I had to pause this. But I had to pause this. So this is the Negro Farmer 1938 presented by the USDA. Okay, they just told us that all the millions of farmers suffer from one crop farming, and they have to come in with their extension service agents to fix that problem so that we no longer suffer as destitute farmers. Okay, that's where we are here. All right.
Africa, and long past her 110th year, when she died in 1937, lived to see the hard lot endured by her generation and that of her children in some measure bettered by this campaign to help Negroes help themselves. In the nature of things, extension work among the poorer farmers, living in houses like these, on small farms, often on unproductive soil, must deal with fundamentals. Thus, the problem of the Negro farmer is like the proverbial problem of lifting yourself by your own bootstraps. He has little or no cash income. It is no mere pleasantry to say that for these folks the hound dog is a useful farm animal, and that hunting and fishing are not sports primarily, but necessary means for providing fresh meat. Under such conditions, the farm agent's problem is one of making the most of small resources. Here, for example, is a one-room cabin in the cotton country. The farm...
Okay, y'all. He just told us the soil was unproductive. Can somebody tell me when was Black Wall Street? What years was that? Okay. I'm going to look it up while we watch this.
Farm, 3 acres of thin, sour land. The household, mind you, they all sleep together on pallets in this little cabin. 12 persons. This primitive home, this big household, this small, thin-soiled farm, these exemplify the conditions in question at their worst. Live at home is the watchword of the extension program, and a good home garden the first objective, for otherwise a proper standard of physical well-being cannot be attained. Here's a well-planned home garden, large enough to supply the needs of a big family with something.
They just told us to live at home. Are y'all serious? The USDA agents was going around telling us y'all need to just live at home and farm. Look, here's an example of a very beautiful black farm. The fuck?
Thing left over for market.
Been doing this since
Another garden
1938.
farther south,
Longer than that.
Been doing this 1938.
where okra is a garden staple. Where it is the practice to can surplus fruit and vegetables, such a garden may go far toward supplying the family living. In the truck-growing districts, many families make their living from the sale of vegetables. Here is a farm devoted largely to the growing of eggplant. Thus, the garden may be expanded to furnish most of the cash income of the farm. In any event, the garden remains a major feature of the extension program.
Now, do y'all see how they just took y'all from the farm to the garden? They took you from the profitable farm crops to the garden. The community garden on city-owned land. All right, I'm gonna wait.
Crop improvement work may begin with a neighborhood demonstration by the county agricultural agent, an agent demonstrating approved standards for the selection of seed corn. The lessons learned from such
It's always
demonstrations
an
are
agent that
fundamental.
look like
A
us.
county agent gives a group of his 4-H club boys a lesson in seed corn selection in the field. Proof of the value of this work is such a cornfield as this on the farm of a cooperator, or this field of corn and soybeans. Note the luxuriant growth of the soil improvement crop between the rows of corn. Harvesting tobacco on the land of a farmer who works in close cooperation with his county agent in the work that is being done to improve the methods of handling this crop. This farmer gives each of his children a definite share in the proceeds of the crop. These little girls are working not only for the family, but also for themselves. There's wholesome personal pride back of this dexterity. With the help of extension specialists, farmers in the peanut region are giving more and more consideration to the problems of handling this important crop. In certain districts, the extension workers have pushed the production of long staple cotton, a Negro family picking Sea Island cotton grown from seed secured through the help of the county agricultural agent. A group of 4-H Cotton Club boys, each delivering his bale to the warehouse.
I'm sick of him and his 4-H Cotton Club boys.
Good effect on the cotton farming of his neighborhood. These bales are silent witnesses for the cause of better agriculture. Soil conservation is a major feature of the extension program. Farmers are urged to plow and cultivate on contours and follow other...
Y'all, so do y'all see how in-depth the USDA is? The USDA extension, what they keep calling extension agents. Agents are in-depth, and they just... The USDA is who you go to. It's like they placed a middleman between us and our common sense on how the hell to farm. Now, how the hell... I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But this boils my skin. How... This is 1938, right? In 1838, just 100 years before that, there was hard slavery. And they was not growing their own food. It wasn't happening. So you tell me that in 100 years, the kids and grandkids of people who was growing all the food for free, all of a sudden don't know how to grow food and need this much hands-on help.
Right.
They are slow walking these people through how to make money growing food. That's crazy.
Okay.
Looks like somebody's coming in taking those business creative ideas and revamping them. I don't know. I'm just off grid with Farmer Nancy. We trying to make it. We just trying to buy the farm. We trying to keep the farm in the city of Austin. That's all we trying to do.
Approved practices. A crew preparing for terracing under the direction of an extension agent.
Liberation.
Note that the job is done with simple and inexpensive equipment. Such modern practice is becoming common among these farmers, as is the use of soil improvement crops, such as soybeans, cowpeas, lespedeza, Austrian winter peas, and vetch. Witness this fine stand of Japan clover. On the left, the farmer who grew this crop. The farm poultry flock is a factor of major importance in the Live at Home program. These barred rocks provide essentials needed for balancing the diet of the household, as well as with eggs and fryers for sale or trade. This flock of Rhode Island Reds is the pride and joy of a former 4-H club member. Poultry is a profitable demonstration for both boys and girls, and is stressed as one of the main enterprises in the Live at Home program.
Live at Home program. They wanted us to live at home and do this. That means they wanted us to create agri-hoods.
Yes.
And stay there.
When there's already land right here. Help save the farm.
Help save the farm. Because they taking me back and forth. For my public safety. For my public safety should be for me to be able to have access to the land that's already here, that I already cultivated, and all of that. We outside. Because we going through, what's the word? It was a systemic oppression. It is them kids up there whining. We going through a constant. They got they foot on my neck in the city.
Yeah.
So we gotta outsource the support.
This 4-H club boy took his chickens to school with him, and with the proceeds from sale of eggs, he is paying his way at a preparatory institution, a way to get an education if you have what it takes. In many communities, turkeys are a profitable source of cash income. And occasionally, we find a man who goes into poultry in a commercial way. This is the plant of a farmer who specializes in white leghorns. Livestock improvement work is done largely through the Boys and Girls 4-H Club.
All right, maybe let me play devil's advocate. Maybe, you can look at this as continuing education. But how you going to continue education on me in a city where the agriculture built it? So the knowledge that the farmers had was built in the city. Houston Tillotson was like the first. It's older than UT.
Right.
It's the first college. It was the black college was here first.
Edwards assumption.
So then how you going to bring in the USDA to tell me how to farm in a city that farming built? That my grandmama and them built by farming. All right. Farming Nancy is over here going off grid, y'all. I'm sorry.
Some calf club boys getting pointers on how to judge a dairy cow. And here is the business end of another 4-H calf club enterprise. These purebred jerseys have a high record for butterfat production. Particularly in Alabama, local veterinarians with vaccinating equipment, in cooperation with the county agent, have trained many farmers to help stamp out hog collars. The farmers in a community can get the job done quickly and economically under this plan. These hogs, raised by a 4-H club boy, show their good breeding. There's profit in well-bred swine. Grade hogs like these, from native razorback sows bred to good boars, are finding a ready sale on local markets. A neighborhood dairy demonstration made by a girls' 4-H club under the direction of the home demonstration agent. Clean milk is a prime objective, and county home demonstration agents cooperate with the women of their communities in making all possible improvements in sanitation in the handling of dairy products. In communities where such herds as this are the rule, a long step has been taken toward breaking the regime of fatback and sorghum under which pellagra has resulted and become a curse. In such neighborhoods, fresh and pure dairy products are available for all 3 times a day. An adequate family supply of dairy and poultry products combined with vegetables and fruits from the home garden, help to safeguard the family health. Clean, wholesome farm butter. Good home.
Nutrition oppression. How do y'all? How? I need to know. I have to know because of the fight and the struggles and what I go through as a local farmer. How is it that all they telling us to stay at home, the garden at home, stay at home program, all the butter, every time they go to a scene at the black farm is lush. It's not struggling at all. The tobacco was fat. The eggplants was thick. It was hella chickens. Wasn't none of them looking dead in the video. That fucking butter thing is full. The cream, the cows was fat. None of the cows look sick. We struggling, dog. Struggling farmers.
I'm gonna take a nap. I gotta go.
I be needing to take a nap too, especially when it's Juneteenth. It's sad now. It's sad.
Brayden hit it with his face.
Hit what?
He was knocked out asleep with them things on.
Y'all go check out this video. Look, preserves the Negro Farmer, 1938. Why is this video
A
important?
well-constructed smokehouse, such as this,
Hold
makes
on,
a
let
good
me go
storage
back.
place for canned
Let me go back.
vegetables and fruits from
Look
the
at
home
that butter,
garden.
CC.
Help
That butter
to
is
safeguard
thick.
the family health. Clean, wholesome farm butter, good homemade cheese and other dairy products.
Look how he described it. Good, clean, wholesome, homemade butter. Do you, we don't know. Just all of a sudden, just out of nowhere, you know, they confiscated the farms in our face. And all I'm saying is, CC, is that the city of Austin said that we built them. And now, sadly, y'all, due to public safety hazards, my property owner is ready to sell. You know what I'm saying? And so I had like 3 years on my farm lease, and I got the first option to buy. And we brainstorming. It's Juneteenth, and we want to use the liberation powers that be to help us brainstorm.
Find a ready market when a surplus in excess of family needs is produced. Occasionally, a farmer takes to dairying in a big way. Witness this big herd, which furnishes grade A milk to a thriving southern city.
Grade A milk.
In the southern coastal plain, the woods are full of scrub cattle, the so-called Piney Woods breed. Negro extension workers there have inaugurated a Better Sires campaign, breeding for beef with purebred bulls. Here is one of their Aberdeen Angus community bulls. And here, grade cattle produced by crossing native cows with such bulls. There has been an increasing use of purebred bulls to improve the quality of beef for market and for foundation herds. A demonstration in approved methods of curing pork. Home canning and curing of the family meat supply saves cash. No outlay is needed for bringing home the bacon.
Y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all what I think. Y'all see, they keep saying in here is an extension agent, and every extension agent that we've seen has been black, right? This is what I think. They created a submersive agricultural program to trick these people's kids into believing they didn't know nothing about agriculture naturally. Like it wasn't just second nature. The green thumb thing. No, for real, because look at this. This is something that they were waking up doing. Wait, you have to wake up every day. 1865 to 1938. 65, 75, 85, 95. 905, 15, 25, 35. That's 73 years. You mean to tell me that in 73 years, black people needed, the Negro farmer needed this much hand holding in agriculture? This was the only fucking, I'm sorry, this is just about the only trade they had. Let them tell it. Picking cotton and whatever else grows outside that needs to be harvested. All the damn food. I don't like it here. I just don't like it here. I just don't. I'm having a hard time. Juneteenth is gonna be hard for me, y'all. Just with the things that I'm facing right now, and to know that this USDA extension is out here leading us to believe that our people didn't know nothing about agriculture, and now we have some type of stigma about farming and stuff, and when you think about it, you immediately think slavery, so you don't want to be out there in the heat. It's hot as hell in Texas, and y'all think I've been farming for the last 4-5 years, and now the lady want to sell. But I can't be mad that she want to sell. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. Shit, we went through losing our original farm partner, then COVID, Winter Storm Uri, and then another winter storm. We constantly stay on our grind. Yes. Okay, you don't need to tell me about that right now at this very moment. We didn't constantly stay on our grind. But we still continue to be faced with opposition. They still want us to go through the USDA. I didn't figure it out. I have to go through the USDA, through the FSA, to even gain access to the land. And even if I didn't, and I had the money to purchase the land, you still have to go through them for programming to get a farm number, or to get access to cattle, or equip programs for solar paneling and conservation and environmental solutions, and goddamn, it's the USDA. We struggling. It's okay.
Where farmers are thrifty and follow approved meat curing and smoking methods. A smokehouse is a necessity on the southern farm for what is home without a ham. This is a modern concrete smokehouse, but hams from the relatively inexpensive old-time farm smokehouse will smell just as sweet and stick just as close to the ribs as those from some more modern structure. The ham is what counts. The sorghum mill, an institution of long standing, plays an important part in the Live at Home campaign. The product of this home manufacturing plant is a staple that goes far toward reducing cash outlay for food, supplying a cheap sweet that has its place in maintaining the balance desired in the family diet. Furthermore, such a mill often yields sorghum or cane syrup for sale. Thus, the Live at Home program pays dividends, always in saving and sometimes in cash.
Y'all heard that? The Live at Home program always pays in dividends. That means if you live at home and grow food, you'll always be paid in dividends. Did y'all hear that man just say that? This man is from the USDA.
Its place in maintaining the balance desired in the family diet. Furthermore, such a mill often yields sorghum or cane syrup for sale. Thus, the Live at Home program pays dividends, always in saving and sometimes in cash.
Always in savings and sometimes in cash. Y'all hear that? See, I'm supposed, look, support your girl. I'm supposed to be living at home growing food, because the man said it pays in dividends, always in savings, sometimes in cash. I'm walking in my purpose.
Food products is a fundamental feature of the Live at Home program. A well-filled pantry is not only the best insurance against sickness, but it saves money. A year's food supply for a family of 5 in this section may be worth several $100s. Since money saved is money made, the women and girls, through such activities as this, add to the farm family income and at the same time safeguard the family health. A well-constructed smokehouse such as this makes a good storage place for canned products in regions where there is no danger from freezing. These well-filled shelves show what the energetic housewife can do toward providing the family living. A canning demonstration under the supervision of a county home demonstration agent. On such occasions, the women of a community meet and do their work in common, using community equipment, while the agent supervises the work and gives instruction in approved methods of procedure where necessary.
Y'all, this is a school. How everybody is in a uniform. This is Everest Community. This is Everest. This is Virginia College. Look, it's so hard. I can't have had. I'm experiencing a hardship.
Right back. You hear me?
Okay.
I'm about to go. It's right before 9. You're right before 9, so I'm on the way there.
I'm experiencing a hardship. Okay.
Speaking of
I'm coming to terms. Y'all heard? I'm coming to terms with the fact that generational knowledge was lost to me because they made it seem as if it was something you had to get from school when it was already just innate. What the fuck? That's a hard intellectual mental theft of my ancestry mental properties, gifts and talents. They made them go to school for it. All right, y'all. It's Juneteenth. We getting close to liberation. I always get like this around liberation time. I want to be free.
Here is a simple homemade canning outfit which is used in community canning where better equipment is not available. A neighborhood canning bee in which the home demonstration agent directs the work. This is typical of neighborhood group activity. And here's an exceptionally well-organized and productive community canning enterprise. Once each week during the summer season, the people of this community gather in this grove to can their products cooperatively. The women prepare the fruits, vegetables, or meat products for canning. The men cut the wood, keep the fire going in the furnace, and handle the heavy pressure cookers. And everybody has a grand time.
Y'all, that's like every night's dinner. That's the whole family every night. That's not just a family reunion, and they make our family reunion seem like they just once a year. Man, that was dinner every night. They was making dinner for everybody. In the agri-hood. And now they bringing them back right in front of our eyes, and we ain't even paying attention. That's because they gonna start staying at home and growing their own food for the apocalypse. I'm sorry, y'all. I go off grid. I didn't mean to do that. Off grid with Farmer Nancy. We just trying to make it.
It's a sort of weekly community picnic that pays dividends in food put up for winter. Shuttered windows with no sash and no screen are the usual thing in the cabins of many of the poorer farmers. In cold weather, these shutters are kept closed. Doors are seldom screened. Thus, the first step toward providing better housing is to guard against disease, to screen out the malaria mosquito and the typhoid fly.
Y'all, this is 1930. When was Tulsa was 1921. I'm gonna put 1921. So Black Wall Street was in 1921, and everybody is coming to terms with it. You know, that's not unique. There was a lot of Black Wall Streets, you know, across the United States that was bombed or paperwork policied out of existence. You know, Seneca Village, you know, all the freedmen communities and towns. We have established this, right? This has been established. This was 1921. You mean to tell me that? Yep. This is a Red Cross emergency, is what this looked like to me. These is refugee camps. For real. And they are trying to reintroduce how we protect and or maintain ourselves in these camps. In 1921, everybody was rich and well off. In Tulsa, Oklahoma, we talking about another big agriculture state. Can y'all stop playing with me? I'm just trying to figure it out. We off grid, y'all. We off grid. And then in 1938, that's 17 years. 1921, 19 and 1930. This is the Negro farmer 17 years later. You mean to tell me that they are living in shacks with no doors? Okay. All right. It's Juneteenth.
This is a common type of back house. Typhoid flies have easy access here.
Look at that. Look at.
The approved type of farmstead toilet is not expensive, but provides adequate protection from diseases carried by flies. After sanitation come other home improvements that make for comfort and self-respect. Many a cabin like this, built in the simple and pleasing traditional style of the region, has been made a home to be proud of by the application of a few cents worth of lime whitewash or even pipe clay that costs nothing, and the planting of a few native shrubs. Such improvements take labor, but little or no cash outlay, and the results are sometimes striking. Watch. Now, we have an attractive though unpretentious farm home, screened, whitewashed, and landscaped at little expense. Such improvements make for wholesome pride in the home place. Indeed, beautification of the yard about the house has a significance that cannot be measured in dollars and cents. When the farm family takes pride in keeping the farmstead and lawn neat and attractive, we may reasonably conclude that the farm business is well managed. Where there is a beautiful and perhaps profitable flower garden, the field crops are likely to be good too. In the South, an outdoor bathroom is a possibility. We plug the drain pipe under the pump, the water is pumped directly into the bathtub, and we are ready for our daily bath. This is a cheap outfit, in line with the extension policy of making the most of things within your means. Of course, the modern pressure tank outfit is better, and many farmers are installing standard plumbing such as this.
Okay, they let us level up. We got the porcelain toilets, far cry from the malaria outhouse. Crazy.
This girl is a 4-H Club state champion in dressmaking. All the garments seen here are her own handiwork. The knowledge and skill that these girls acquire.
So yes, dressmaking is a 4-H thing. That's textiles, that's fabrics, that's cottons, you know, your hemps for denims and all of that kind of stuff. So agriculture, the United States Department of Agriculture, that's big ag, that's big business. And so when you remove the city farms, the farms that support the inner city communities of marginalized and vulnerable people, you know exactly what you're doing. You leaving them destitute on purpose at their own devices. The liquor stores, the corner stores, and the fast food restaurants. Stop playing. I just from this just want to live. I just want to eat. I just want to live. I want public safety. If y'all not going, if the black embassy people can't come do security all night at my black owned business, then leave APD alone. The state troopers to clean it up, keep it safe. I mean, any other business, they have security. Shit, I'm just trying to, you know what I'm saying? So that's our goal. The goal is to just look for commercial investor that is ready to partner, ready to buy, ready to work with a urban farm on a community agriculture project that supports a marginalized and vulnerable community. It's prime Austin real estate, centralized location, minutes from downtown amenities. What else? Opportunity for growth for sure with purchasing of adjacent properties for rental income. You're talking event venues, across the street from a grocery. It's more money for income, putting your products into the grocery store. Of course, the city of Austin has health initiatives. You put the burglars inside the corner stores. They pay you for that. All of those things. But our goal is to grow. Our goal is to scale up and being able to flip a property, let this property go in order to move, but consult and work with a buyer. And even if not, you know, we still get the opportunity to be a part of it, earn some type of profit and profit and move on to the next big farm. Shit, because my struggle is real. I face real nutritional oppression. As y'all can see, we're watching. This is the USDA in 1938. Ain't nothing changed. Look, I can show y'all. Look, black farmers sue government for promised federal aid. Let's see. Hold on. Let's keep it YouTube. Reactions. We keeping it YouTube. Let's just look it up. Five months ago. We about to walk through Farmer Nancy's Juneteenth Liberation Party. Right here in Austin, Texas.
Well, America's farmers are as much a symbol of our country as the Stars and Stripes, and arguably just as important. They put food on our tables, clothes on our backs. But for black farmers, the road has been rough, leading to the loss of millions of acres of farmland and a lack of trust. And now one of the very symbols of America, now in a fight with the federal government.
We're quietly, one by one, losing our farms.
It's a problem facing tens of thousands of struggling black farmers in America.
We were 1 million black farmers, family strong in this country, tilling 20 million acres of land. And today we're down to 50,000 black farmers. So we're facing extinction.
John Boyd Jr. is the founder and president of the National Black Farmers Association. He says more than a century of admitted racism within the U.S. Department of Agriculture, including refusing to process loans from farmers of color and foreclosing more quickly on minority farmers, resulted in the loss of roughly 15 million acres of land, worth an estimated $300 billion. The result, a $5 billion lawsuit against the federal government to honor its promise to make it right.
Many black farmers were even deterred from applying for assistance at USDA. I personally had my loan torn up and tossed in a trash can right in front of me. I've been spat on by the person who's supposed to be lending me money, and I've been called racial epithets, like it was commonplace from the lending officer at USDA.
And the U.S. government admitted wrongdoing. In 2021, Congress approved $5 billion in debt relief for thousands of farmers of color. The money was included in the $1.9 trillion COVID-19 stimulus package, the American Rescue Plan Act. But before the money could be paid out, white farmers in several different states filed lawsuits, arguing the program violated their rights, calling it reverse discrimination, and prompting judges to halt the program. One of those farmers, Texas Agriculture Commissioner Sid Miller, who called.
Welcome to Texas. Sid Miller said, wait, hard pause. You black people are discriminating against us. Hard pause on that $5 billion lawsuit through the USD for the USDA. I mean, centuries. Look at Sid. Look at old Sid. I gotta go to Sid to get my hemp grower's license. You know what I'm talking about? Look at Sid. Oh, Sid, I'm disappointed. I'm so disappointed. So Farmer Nancy out here in the capital city of Austin, of Texas, in Austin, Texas. And I called myself trying to farm. They was like, girl, you better sit back, shut up, and get the hell up out of here. It's like you tried it. I was winning though. I'm still winning though. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I ain't gotta. We in here. We own it. So we gon' is the grind is real. Understand? Ain't no stopping us. You know. Look at Sid. Y'all think we gonna let Sid hold us down? No, we can't do that. We can't do that.
Filed lawsuits, arguing the program violated their rights, calling it reverse discrimination, and prompting judges to halt the program. One of those farmers, Texas Agriculture Commissioner Sid Miller, who called the debt relief unconstitutional.
It was racist. You know, it was based on skin color, not on need or economically disadvantaged. Look, I'm for minority farmers getting help.
But it's not need. He said it was based on color and not on need. Well, the USDA just said that they had done us an ill will and they needed to fix it. So we need to be restituted. I need. They saying, girl, you saying too much. I need to be restituted, Sid. Sir. If not, it's cool. I ain't tripping. My grind is real. You know what I'm saying? We out here. Boots to the ground.
And we gonna come up with it. Turkey legs on deck.
Man. Nigga, what you mean? We outside, Sid.
Fresh out the pit.
Fresh out the pit.
You want corn with that?
You want elote with that?
Help that they needed. But this gave help whether they needed it or not. And it's excluded all the other races, which is just it's just plain racist.
Look at the history of the USDA debt relief offered to white farmers. Look at what the Trump administration offered to subsidies and direct debt relief and administration of money to white farmers in the last 4 years. And you look at less than 1% went to black farmers. Now, is that not racism? Why is it only when black people are going to get benefits from the government do we call it racism?
Civil rights attorney Ben Crump is fighting back on behalf of Boyd and 3 other plaintiffs, filing a class action lawsuit against the federal government, saying it broke a binding contract to pay 16,000 farmers of color $4 billion in debt relief, money allocated to wipe out 100% of debt with the USDA and an additional 20% to pay off the taxes owed. But that money was never paid.
We hope to bind the federal government to their promise that was made contractually with the black farmers. We hope to make up for 40 acres and a mule that were denied to black farmers and black soldiers and black people over 150 years ago.
So that lawsuit is pending in the U.S. Court of Federal Claims. Meanwhile, the USDA says litigation likely would have continued for years if they had not changed the laws, leading Congress to amend the bill to include all farmers in distress. That proposal allocates more than $3 billion to USDA-backed loans and $2 billion to farmers who the agency discriminated against. Thank you for watching. Go to New
That's crazy. It's not just crazy, it's exhausting. Oh, this fight is exhausting. The food war, y'all don't even know. The food war, it is exhausting. Your girl be tired. That's why I come on YouTube, to let it all out. You know, I get to rant and rave and, you know, cut up. Because yikes, we just brainstorming. We just brainstorming on the eve of liberation, you know, here off grid with Farmer Nancy from the farm. The only black farm in Sid Miller's state, in the capital, Travis County. And y'all know what? I had to go to the USDA. I had to go to the USDA. I didn't have a choice, right? Because eventually we all as farmers end up having to go and face them people at the USDA. And I don't want to be the one to do no type of self-harm to myself. But I knew it. And I feel like I shouldn't have to go, when I go into these places as a black farmer, I shouldn't have to take my white friends. I shouldn't have to pull my white friends out of my pocket. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's just crazy. Like, I sit on enough panels. I sit on enough city event panels. I speak at UT enough. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? Food plan meetings. Like, I can't sit through the food plan meetings when we talking about Austin, Texas, and we talk about black agriculture. And first I have to be grounded in, like, indigenous work. That frustrates me. It really, really does. Because the city said that black agriculture built the city here. That leads me to believe a lot of things, but I don't want to go far. I don't want to go too far off grid. I don't want to go that far off grid. Just all I'm saying is wow. Is wow. But we are here today. We was talking about Sid Miller, and oh, that's what I was looking up. Our visit is about to be Juneteenth. It's about to be Juneteenth. Hold on, y'all. And I hope that y'all get the opportunity to go back and check out this video. I'm going to probably edit it, trim it, and then put it out again just as a video. And it'll have the lengthy live or whatnot. But I'll chop it down too. Because we just chopping it up. I'm going to update the title to this video too. We doing, this is the Juneteenth live. This is brainstorming $1 million land purchase proposal. Hashtag Juneteenth liberation. No, hashtag Juneteenth, hashtag liberation. Hashtag free Farmer Nancy. Yo, local Austin, Texas farmer. Woo, my grandma has to be real. Is we gonna keep grinding out? Because we can't sit around and wait for it. We couldn't sit around and wait for Mr. Boyd, you know what I'm saying, and to get liberated from Because look, as soon as they hit him with the $5 billion lawsuit, Sid and his homies was like, never. Not gonna happen. No way. Pause. Hard pause. Oh, man. I laugh away the stress from the real struggle. It's a continuous struggle. We push through and we stand 10 toes down in the struggle, though. Let me see. Here we go. I want to go there. I got something for y'all. Because Mr. Boyd and his friends are not unique in their experiences. It's Juneteenth liberation. This is my visit. Do better, Janet. My visit to the USDA. Since 1938, they've been being out of control. Since before then. After this, we gonna find out when the USDA was created. This is the food war. This is liberation. Fucking Juneteenth. We want freedom for the black food. Real, I'm not laughing, I'm being serious. We had to go fill out forms and paperwork to get our farm number.
Drink specials today. There's the map, so you're probably in one right there. In one. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. Black Gold Resourcing LLC.
Mm-hmm.
This doesn't. Now this is a power of attorney. Would be are you this?
Right, I'm the entity.
Then it wouldn't be for you. It'll be. I mean, it's not for this company. It's for you. You are getting personally has or being given the power of attorney to sign for the Dobbin Corporation.
No, ma'am. According to the state FSA office, this is how my power of attorneys are supposed to be filled out. I've gone through this with Raymond Marr when his determination was 3 years ago. So I operate underneath an entity.
Okay. I'm not going to argue with you on anything. If they don't accept the signature this way, it's out of my hands. Okay.
I understand.
So I've already been on the phone with you once, and I've tried my best to help you and to be nice to you, but you need to tone it down just a little bit, okay? So I can do my job and help you and get this straight, okay? You threatened me last time, and I've already gone through the chains and reported you, so please tone it down. Let's get along, okay? Now, I will accept this. I'll give it to my boss. And if he says it's good, fine. Okay?
I feel like I'm missing something because I'm not.
But
you said to tone it down.
No.
You said to tone it down, and I've not. All I'm sitting here is doing this paperwork.
Until I get leases and everything else, this is as far as we can go.
Right. What about the AGI form? Do you have those two?
I can't do anything else except give you the form number right now. Kiana will tell me what I need to provide for everything else. If you've given that stuff to Kiana, I'll get it from her. Now, when you send me a lease, I can proceed. Okay.
Can we please have the AGI, because she has to fill that out in person. That's not something that I can send in electronically.
Until I get a lease, I'm not entering anything in the system.
We're not asking you to enter it.
Excuse me, pause.
Just a minute.
Are you the only person here? Oh no.
Did I miss something?
Did I miss something? What I miss? She throwing her glasses on the table talking about you in here tripping. You slamming the desk, throwing my paperwork around.
She got all huffy and puffy.
Out of nowhere.
I thought things were going fine. Just because she doesn't like how I filled out the power of attorney, but that's how they have asked me to complete the forms.
One for you. Is there anything else you need?
Oh, we're just gonna fill these out while we're here so that you can include those in her paperwork.
Is there anything else you need after this?
I need information for. Are you the only person that works in
Yes,
this
ma'am, I
office?
am.
Is there like a headquarters office or something?
What is it that you need?
Well, I'm confused because I've never met you before. This is my first time ever being here. I don't know what's going on right here. I don't think she was being rude.
You can think whatever you want. Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
No, I'm the customer here, right? Okay. You just was throwing your glasses on the table. You obviously are putting me out. I don't know why. So I'm just concerned about whether or not you need support and assistance when working with people
No, ma'am,
in this office.
All you need is a farm number, and I'm just trying to get
No. I need somebody does not have some type of respect for me when I'm speaking with them. I haven't done anything to you. Don't tell me what I need.
What would you like me?
I would like for you to have a better professional attitude when you're dealing with people. I haven't done nothing to you. So this, for me, is all the way across the border. I would like to talk to somebody else. Because I don't believe that you're gonna handle my paperwork with the best interest for me as a farmer in mind. And that's just me keeping it real. I don't know you like that.
First off, when you
I'm
walk
definitely
in,
not laughing.
when you walk in and threaten me,
I walked in here and threatened you?
Yes, ma'am. You're sitting here telling me that I am not
Ma'am.
going to do your paperwork.
Oh no, we need to record this. Ma'am, I walked in here and threatened you.
Yes, you did. You're sitting here telling me that I'm not going to do my job. So you're telling me.
How is that threatening you? I didn't tell you, I am telling you you're being very unprofessional. I don't know what your job is. This is my first time ever being here. Whatever it is, I don't believe you're gonna do it with my best interest at heart
Then
as
you
a
can
farm
think whatever
service
you want.
agent.
Then
No,
think whatever
it's
you
not
want.
about me thinking whatever I want. What do you mean? Is this not the Farm Service Agency of the Travis County, Austin, Texas? Am I confused?
Are you okay?
Are
What's your
you
problem?
okay?
No, what
What
is
is
your problem?
your problem?
I mean, we just came in here to do this paperwork real quick. Tiffany, is it 57?
You can send that.
Yeah.
You can scan and email that to me. Just take the paperwork and leave.
No.
Yes.
No, absolutely not.
I can't do anything for
Do
you
you
until I
have
get.
a boss? Do you work for somebody here? Somebody cut your check? I need to talk to that person.
I need prosecutor.
Oh no, you need to call your boss. Where my phone? Let me make sure this shit is being recorded. Let me sign right here.
Right here and right here. And then I need to write that EIN number down again. She said she's got some black ladies in her.
Y'all, at this point, I'm flustered. I get flustered re-listening to this whole experience. So I've been dealing with this while also trying to figure out how to liberate myself as a black farmer in Austin, Texas, right? So we're here to brainstorm how we're going to do $1 million land purchase proposal in order to support that supports black agriculture. That hopefully we can find an investor who is willing to continue to work with us here at the farm. But going to the FSA, going through the USDA, I can no longer, not as a veteran, I get triggered. The whole incident, the Negro farmer from 1938 all the way to Mr. John Boyd, USDA, all the way Mr. Sid Miller. Come on. I can't do it no more, cheeky. I can't do it no more. You know, the whole experience.
Did she just carry that?
I don't know. Should I call him? Okay. Yes, I did.
Y'all, so at this point, the lady went to call security. I can't go no further because I legit have filed I filed my formal complaint. I really did. I really did, because it to date, I would have to say to you all that to date, if y'all think that I was feeling some kind of way about Kwame Brown, bruh, we talking about the USDA, the Farm Service Agency agent. Was like, should I call him? She call him. The lady said I threatened her, and all I'm doing is sitting there signing paperwork. I'm confused, but it's all good. I've been high strung and stressed out ever since, so I apologize if y'all been seeing me go live. You know what I'm saying? I take solace in it's the summertime. My kids is out here growing their little veg. We're enjoying the cow. And sometimes I have to take back my power as a farmer because it's my passion. It's something that I enjoy to do for the sake of the kids and just my own family. You know, the people told us on the USDA video, stay at home. They wanted us to have the garden and the farming from home program. That way we can have money, dividends, always for savings, sometimes for cash. That's exactly what the man said in the video. So it's not far-fetched for myself as a urban farmer here in Austin, Texas, to, especially after an incident like this happened in the USDA, where we know, you can just go look and you'll see all of the content for black agriculture. Lawsuits over debt relief for farmers. This is 3 months ago in the Farm Journal. Juneteenth liberation. We talking about liberation for black farmers.
As we continue to mark National Black History Month, we are taking a deep dive into the issues facing black farmers right now. Recently, 4 plaintiffs.
Y'all, do y'all find it interesting that this was a deep dive for Black History Month? They went into a deep dive for black farmers, but they're not doing a deep dive for black farmers for Juneteenth liberation. So let's look at that. Before Juneteenth and before their creative liberation, whatever you want to talk about, we're going to talk about what's on their history books. You mean to tell me that my family was farming, straight hardcore agriculture? Y'all got to catch up. Y'all late to class. You got to go back to the beginning and look at the articles of resolution from the city of Austin that said black farmers, black agriculture built this city. So you mean to tell me that all of a sudden is the farming, the education, the knowledge, all of that is just null and void, and we have to go through programs and new forms of education, colleges and everything to farm, coming from where it was just innate, where we just did it. We woke up every day and we went out, did it, picked cotton, picked carrots, picked tobacco, picked eggplants. Is that, and on the day of, we went from growing it all the time and for free to being tenant farmers to paying to grow it on your land to being sharecroppers because we couldn't afford to pay to grow it on your land. So we got to share a portion of our crop because your ass obviously can't grow food. So you still need a way to get my food out my grocery store. So now I got to go from tenant farming to sharecropping to millions of black farms to just vanishing. And when it's time to pay up, because they know that that's what they did, the $5 billion is hard stop. For what? Racism. This is Liberation Off Grid with Farmer Nancy. Welcome to the Juneteenth Show episode. I don't be trying to come on here with the heavy. You know, I try to keep it light. Jokey joke. But this is real war. So, in real war in the trenches, you got to brainstorm. You got to come up with a plan. And I just felt like being able to talk about it, put it out there. You know what I'm saying? Share some content surrounding it. Then it would help pique interest as well as pique my creative abilities to come up with some ideas for how we're going to do our land proposal. We already started working on it. You know what I'm saying? We have already started working on it. What's up, Harley? It is exhausting work trying to feed people. And then let me tell you what make it even worse, right? Because people be hungry and then they be hangry. So they be stressed out. You know, our communities be stressed out. They high strung. Now it's creating, you know, anger is the frustration. Families is fighting. You know what I'm saying? When we used to be family food at the table. You know what I'm saying? Family food just sitting around the table. Everything is everything. You know the soul food movies. We're a long way from family and food at the table, enjoying a good meal, laughing, going over the week. You know what I'm saying? Now, let me see. Let's see. Here we go. We up there. Y'all can read that. But now we just kind of are left destitute and at the whims of the narrative that we are unhealthy and we lack wellness and nutrition, when obviously our nutrition has been being oppressed from jump. It's never stopped being oppressed. We gotta grow the food for free and then take the scraps. Then we gotta grow the food. We gotta figure out a way to pay to grow the food while paying you to live here to farm, because y'all fucking freed us and we ain't have nowhere to go but to the back meadow. Like, and if that wasn't the case, when we did build our big, huge farming communities that the majority of us today here come from, y'all figured out a way to make a sharecrop. To where now we gotta share what we produce with you people. And when I say you people, I mean the ones who know that they have to restitute me and, you know, other people for the struggle. It's a real hard knock struggle. You know what I'm saying? But we don't want to do no tripping. We want to continue to stand fast in the work. We want to grind it out every day, every single day. We want to stand our ground. And we just do that by waking up, growing, teaching the kids to grow, building, teaching the kids to build, and we show and we improve, and we show and we improve, and we show and we improve, and so on and so forth. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. So y'all, as we sit here and everybody gets ready to go out and celebrate liberation, let's take a look. Let's take a look. I got some more to share. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Don't trip. Don't trip. This what's going on out here in these streets. When we talk about agriculture, this what they put in our faces. Hold on. It's never about the food. There's a reason for that. It's never about the food. Listen to this. This what where Sid Miller, the Texas Agricultural Commissioner, said no to the black farmers. Hard pause. No to your $5 billion lawsuit. It's racist. But for Juneteenth, Liberation Day, which is today, this what we get.
Austin's Juneteenth festival will have something there a little different this year. A medical marijuana bus signing people up for free medical marijuana cards.
And our Jayla Washington tells us why the group behind it wants to be out there and why this is just the start of a bigger conversation.
These meds have been life-changing for Soya Luna.
So I've got my indica gummy.
She just got prescribed medical marijuana a couple months ago.
I was diagnosed with PTSD back in 2014 from a violent relationship. It had just become really unmanageable. I had a lot of hypervigilance where I was just like constantly paranoid that I was in danger.
She says as a woman of color, she didn't feel like her doctors always listened.
Like I had
a woman of color. This is Juneteenth. Oh, y'all, this what they do in Austin. This is how they rocking in Austin. And your girl is out here fighting for the food, y'all. It is an active fucking food battle in Austin, Texas. And everybody is starving. I promise. Y'all don't even understand it. Liberation, Juneteenth. Where the food at? They trying to get your girl. They trying to get me. Look at this. Look at this shit. Where is the medical marijuana gonna come from? Who's growing it? Who's making money off of this for Juneteenth with this woman of color? Y'all better stop. Y'all better stop. Girl, don't you participate out here in Austin. Don't you spend not one more dollar. Fuck these people. They trying to kill me, bruh. This is hardcore nutrition oppression. This is black genocide. I promise. I'm off grid. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
A doctor one time who was like, oh, you have food poisoning. That's why your stomach is upset.
But she eventually connected with local dispensary Good Blend, a step others might be able to take this weekend.
We are in the Good Blend Mobile Marijuana Clinic.
It's a huge
26-foot RV. We're going to be parked at the festival this year, handing out 75 free classification prescriptions to participants as they come out.
This will only be for anyone suffering from conditions like
Y'all, they handing out free medical marijuana certificates for Juneteenth in this bitch. Liberation. I'll be damned. Somebody come get me. Who was that on the side of that bus? Did y'all see that? Who was that on the side of that bus? when it first pulled up. Is that Tyrese? Hold on. No. Oh, look. It's an interracial couple. Okay.
Eventually connected with local dispensary Good Blend, a step others might be able to take this weekend.
We are in the Good Blend Mobile Marijuana Clinic.
It's a huge
26-foot RV. We're going to be parked at the festival this year, handing out 75 free classification prescriptions to participants as they come out.
This will only be for anyone suffering from conditions like PTSD, cancer, or ALS.
I'm going to move this over here.
Right here on the RV, people will scan a QR code, talk to a physician virtually, and
No, we can't. It's only legal to grow hemp here. I can grow hemp, so I can grow your THCs, your Delta 8s, the CBDs, oils. So we can be a part of the hemp business, which isn't bad because you can use hemp for a lot of different things. You know what I'm saying? It's value added products. So we looking into that. We want to do the hemp growers license to do goat soaps infused with CBD or hemp, or like hemp lotions and hemp oils and stuff like that.
and be prescribed medical marijuana if they qualify under Texas's compassionate use program.
We want to make sure that everybody has access to this medicine, and awareness is key. A lot of folks don't know that it's even available.
That's especially true for Black and Brown communities, who statistically don't always have equal healthcare access. True for Black and Brown communities.
Y'all, come on now. We gonna look something up. We gonna do research. Aha. No, you definitely think about being hungry, but it's like, what you gonna eat? What's the options? What's my food options? It's fast food. I mean, it's agendas behind everything. You know what I'm saying? It's a part of a blind daily system. It's a routine. People, we just centuries, families, people, culture. That's what they call culture, a system of ideas and stuff like that people have just created. The black culture. Like, I'm hungry. These niggas is hungry. Ha! Cause I mean, who's growing their food? They don't even think twice about it. Achieving racial and ethnic equity in U.S. healthcare. Right? So the lady of color got PTSD and is happy about the medical marijuana certification she can go get at the Juneteenth parade. What is the Juneteenth parade for, y'all? People of color. Boy, they got us in a tight. It's a tight stronghold. Boy, they strong arming the fuck out of us. Achieving racial equity in the U.S. health so for them, in order to achieve racial equity and ethnic equity, racial and ethnic equity. See, this why I don't do the scholarship shit, because it's jargon. This is jibber jabber. Y'all just heard me jibber jabber that. This is jibber jabber. Achieving racial and ethnic equity in U.S. healthcare. A scorecard of state performance. Okay? They're telling us that us having access to medical marijuana, as people of color, on Liberation Day, they're promoting this for Liberation Day, for Juneteenth. It's gonna help us achieve health access equity. Oh man. Oh man. Not okay. My skin be hot.
Who statistically don't always have equal healthcare access, according to a 2021 Commonwealth study. But Good Blend hopes to bridge that gap.
Well, then, yeah, bring them out.
Jayla Washington, KXAN News.
And if you're not one of the first 75 people to show up for the free qualification, you can still get a discounted prescription through Good Blend at the Juneteenth Festival on Saturday. Now, going in depth on this, the number of people with prescriptions for medical marijuana in Texas has gone up significantly from last year. According to the Department of Public Safety, at the beginning of 2022, a little over 18,000 people had medical marijuana prescriptions. By the end of the year, that had jumped to just over 43,000, and as of last month, it was up to 56,000.
A bill that would have expanded access to medical marijuana died in the last legislative session. It would have allowed Texans living with chronic pain or other debilitating medical conditions to get a prescription for low THC products like edibles and oils. Currently, the law limits eligibility to those with epilepsy, cancer, MS, and other diseases.
That's wild, right? Well, I'm a veteran. I have PTSD, so, I got my medical marijuana card, IJS. I don't think it have nothing to do with liberation. And I think they add a damn line for putting this on their liberal media stations. They trying to get us, dog. They trying to get us, dog. They fucking with the food. They is messing with the food, y'all. They is playing with us, and they are playing with the food. If y'all missed it, if y'all wasn't here earlier, we had watched the Negro Farmer from 1938. We had watched a little bit of this. If y'all want to go check it out, or but this my liberation episode today for me as a farmer, and it being Juneteenth, I want to talk about my liberation from the United States Department of Agriculture, because since the extension work for better farming and better living is y'all's agenda and y'all's mission, I don't understand why it is that I had to go to the USDA and be treated so outrageously and totally like disregarded and disrespected as a person, and in my opinion, like had all of my fucking rights violated. Like, to have somebody lie on me and say I threatened them in a public government office when they know that I didn't, and like to say they finna call the security and police and all this kind of shit on me, like to be like I got 2 black women in my office, like all of these things really fuck with me, and I'm upset, I'm hurt, I'm disappointed, I'm discouraged, I am appalled, per usual. That's been Farmer Nancy's favorite fucking word, to be appalled. I'm even more appalled that me being on YouTube and really kind of finding light of things is based upon participating in the business pitch competition of a black NBA player, a #1 draft pick, who was perpetuating bullshit and preying on the agricultural community, the food system, when he don't even fucking know there's a whole real ass food war going on out here for black fucking farmers, and he had the audacity to try to erase, discredit, and defame my business here in Austin, Texas, where Sid Miller said, you niggas can't say that about agriculture here. Y'all don't get to petition us for restitution for any harms ever done to y'all, because it's racist against us. And then I gotta figure out how to keep the farm in the hood where public safety is a real thing. Okay. All right. I'm with the shits. It's Juneteenth. It's liberation. You know what I'm saying? I'm still here, y'all. I'm baffled. I was baffled. Sometimes I be having to let my heart rate settle. My heart rate settle. Let my heart rate settle. Shit, the fucking with me. My blood pressure. Woo, man. Uh. Liberation, boy. We gotta find our liberation, boy. Oh my God, y'all. My Wi-Fi just straight went out. They fucking with my Wi-Fi. They fucking with my. I said the wrong thing when I started talking about that nigga. They don't want me to know I got handlers. No, I'm just playing. Off grid with. Let's see you over there. Woo! We just talk about food. We just talk about food. I don't want no problems. I don't want no problems. Oh shit. Appreciate you, Harley Boo. Girl. She's like, girl, she need to calm down. We outside. It's liberation. I get nervous. Around this time. I get nervous. But now, y'all, we gonna make it do what it do. We have plans. We have ideas. If you wasn't here, oh, that's what I was about to do. Right then was show y'all. I think if you seen, you was here. What up, Matt K? I'm probably gonna hop off, but I'm probably gonna come back live after a little bit. Y'all already know it went down in my community. Shots rang out. They hit our house. It was 2 times. It was 3 different times, but the shots hit our house 2 different times. And so that's another reason. And it's it's about public safety. It's about what's going on in our communities and the things that we talk about. And like I say, a lot of the reason we find our communities in such hard times is that there is a disconnect from our health and wellness. You know what I'm saying? They want to talk about our mental health. But I feel like that also starts at the table with the things that we eat, and the exercise that we get, just getting out in the nature, being active and stuff like that. So it's really important to me that we're able to keep something like my farm in the community, or even create them in other communities. I've always said that I appreciate being able to be a prototype, or being able to be a farmer that people can look at. I'm sticking with that Big Nance. I'm feeling that. This when I transform, we off grid with Big Nance. But when we're able to do these things, or have our own pathways to all the things, whether it's financial pathways, banks, food pathways. In our food pathways, y'all, do not start with the restaurant. And we have to start recognizing and understanding that, and really having hard conversations around that topic. Like, nigga, your food do not just come out of the grocery store, my nigga. It don't just come out of the restaurant. Like, somebody is putting it on a truck, shipping it. And today that somebody is a Mexican immigrant, you know what I'm saying? Some type of immigrant, you know what I'm saying? And shit, they migrant workers, so they want to be able to have access to all the things, and we fight against immigration. But ain't no niggas growing food. Who gon' pick it? Like, come on, bruh. Like, we can't have it every way, all the ways. I think that what we've become so spoiled when it comes to food and food systems. We really just have allowed ourselves to be spoon fed. When they say I ain't grow up with a silver spoon in my mouth, nigga. This generation damn sure grew up with a silver spoon in their mouth when it comes to food. And we've been spoon fed all the things, all the laws, the beliefs, and everything around food. And I'm gonna say that because we don't grow it. There's no constant, consistent. It's not the forefront of health and wellness. How the fuck is the forefront of health and wellness gonna be nutrition and healthy eating, but y'all not talking about growing it, agriculture, like big black ag? So I'm here to fight. This is the Black Food War. We fighting for black food. This is the fight for black food. It's liberation. It's Juneteenth. This, you heard it here first on Farmer Nancy. Y'all not gonna hear it nowhere else. I promise y'all. Y'all not on Juneteenth. You're not gonna hear it nowhere else. It is the black fight for food. It is the food war for black food pathways, black farmers, black growers, black food distributors, black truck drivers that carry the black food from the black farm that the black farmer grew. They carry the cheese and the butter that the little black girl churned all the way to the black community, the neighborhoods where niggas is on the corner doing drive-bys on each other, shooting up the black farms. They're still holding it down with cows in the back, cause nigga, we do got beef, cause y'all hungry, and all I can do is be here as a support system to show y'all a better way, a better food pathway, a better way to your heart, your stomach, your health. And I hope that you calm down, my brothers. Shit, cause we outside and we all just trying to make it, you know what I'm saying? So see y'all on the other side of liberation. It's your girl Farmer Nancy, and I'm out.